All right, so guys, welcome. Hey, it's another Thursday, and we've got some incredible value for you guys. Hey, make sure you put in the chat wherever you're tuning in from, and I'm excited to have you on here. Every Thursday, what we try and do is to bring you value from all around the world, from all walks of life, from all type of people doing great in this endeavor, entrepreneurship, or just normal life itself. Hey guys, for those who don't know me, I'm Augustine Agyei, and I've been an entrepreneur for many years. And my goal is always to provide value for everybody to grow. My goal this year was literally to provide and add more value to, the human race life, because I know for a fact that, knowledge is worth sharing. So a bag of knowledge in your brain alone is useless, right? So I decided to literally put my time in building a platform where we can literally teach one another on different type of stuff. All right, and so that we can all grow on a daily basis. So hey, it's an honor, it's a pleasure to have you guys on watching live. Drop in the chat where you're watching this from. Make sure you leave your comment. Make sure you share this to a friend because I believe that knowledge is worth sharing. So we got an incredible guest today, all the way from the United States. That's like every week we do it, guys. This is an AOA Empire, and we want to give you the best value that we can, so that you can hear different type of stories, different type of people all around the world, and what they're actually doing in their day-to-day life to achieve success worldwide. So good to have you guys, and welcome again. So guys, today we have Jhont'e's Grace. All right, Jhont'e's Grace. She's going to give you the right pronunciation. Okay, I'm just saying it in my own tonality, but she's going to tell you a bit more about herself as I bring her on. So guys, without further ado, I want to give Jhont'e. Hey, Jhont'e, you here?
Hi.
Hey, welcome to the call. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Hey, doing well. How's it going? The brightness, everything looking amazing. How's it going today?
It's going good. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just excited to be here. I want to thank you for the opportunity. You're an amazing leader, amazing entrepreneur, family man, and just giving people opportunity to let God use them. And so I just want to thank you so much for that.
Hey, it's my pleasure. Whatever we can do for service or to serve one another is what we're here to do. So, hey, it's my pleasure to have you on here. And I want to just say thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you have a lot to do with your team, with your group, with your personal life, and you taking time out to be out here. That's very big. So, hey, welcome to the call. So, Jhont'e, welcome. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Awesome. So, guys, this is Jhont'e's Grace, and you can see the name right there. And she's just going to give you guys a little brief of herself. So, Jhont'e, tell the people about yourself. Today we're talking about how to increase your credit score and fix your finances. But before we even get into that, I just want people to get to know you for yourself. So, a bit of your background and, where you base, how you got to where you are right now. And then we're going to go straight into it. So, take it away.
Yes. Okay. So I'm based currently in Phoenix, Arizona. That's my hometown. So for all the Arizonians out there, it's just not a place of dirt. We're growing, and I love how Arizona is becoming more well-known just in different areas. A little bit about my background is that I'm actually, I call myself a Godpreneur because I believe in ministry and everything that you do and representing God and giving him glory. So a lot of my background as far as work ethic and just who I am comes from just being a Christian girl who loves God and sharing Jesus in whatever I do. And so I like to, just give him glory and give people different perspectives of who he is. So I have a background in being a ministry leader, administrative coordinator for different scholarship programs for Christian education with Oakwood University, doing door-to-door ministry as a Seventh-day Adventist Christian, sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ, and just, helping people see God in a different way in different areas in their lives practically. So that's my background as far as who I am as a person. And just as a person who works, I've always had a background in finances and helping people be encouraged with their finances.
Wow, wow, wow. That's amazing. Like you just said it. Oh, I don't know, guys, if you really caught what she said, but she said a lot of things that she believed that she want to give all the glory to God throughout her journey, etc. And she's based out in the USA. Guy, drop some love for Jhont'e's Grace. I mean, our guest for tonight, because you're gonna learn a lot because you had a background in finance, and we exactly talking today about how to fix your credit score, how to take things in your own hands. We realize people are frustrated in this season because of finances. But before we go into that, Jhont'e, what got you into entrepreneurship? Why did you decide? Because millennial, you're living your life, you're doing your day-to-day stuff. Why did you choose this path?
Honestly, just to be transparent and vulnerable, the reason why I decided to be a millennial and do entrepreneurship in this season is just being obedient to God, and what He's called me to do. And so in the Bible, it definitely talks about obedience is better than sacrifice. And so as an entrepreneur dealing with credit restoration and financial literacy, God showed me within this year from prayers that I had last year and 2 years ago that I want you to be able to educate people in regards to their finances with their credit score and financial literacy. And I'm just walking in obedience, trusting Him and just being there to serve others, to help them and coach them with their finances and their credit score, people with less than perfect credit. And just letting them know that they have the authority and the ability to take control of their finances and have someone guided along with them. In this season, we're dealing with so much and we can do a lot alone, but how many of us really love having help? Having someone be right there with us, someone coaching us, you know what I mean? Someone being able to just be at our side and not leave us. And so that's what really encouraged me and helped me to decide in this season, is because God wanted me to do this. And anything that He puts His hand on, I know He blesses, while He uses me to bless others and just help in this season for them to have more of a peaceful transition with financial freedom.
Wow. Wow. That's dope. That's amazing. You acknowledging the goodness of God, and God actually directs you to do stuff. You mentioned that, you just do exactly what God tells you to do. And when did you really acknowledge that? When did you really see that, okay, this is the time I've got to go out there and help people? I'm reading a book right now, and it's called The Driven Purpose Life. And I believe everything that you just said is just centered around the purpose, knowing the purpose, knowing why we're here. Because we are here on a journey. Everyone, each and every one of us watching this today has an expiration date of when they're going to leave this planet, because you had a date of entry and you have an expiration date of leaving. So there is a purpose, there's a calling on each and everyone's life, what we have to do. So when did you discover that your calling was really, through the part of helping people solve their finances in the season and beyond?
Okay, yes. I believe as a young girl, God always had me. I didn't really realize it until today, when I was just asking God to help me prepare to encourage others with this live. As a young girl in class, we had an assignment. We all had to have a letter and make a picture out of it. And my teacher gave me the letter M. And I, not realizing, being in my own bubble, realizing that I was already an entrepreneur as a young girl, that when I drew my picture with the letter M, I drew, and this was like third or fourth, fifth grade, I drew a picture of a kitchen where a mother mouse was mopping the floor, making maple cookies. And it was all 3D and everything. And I remember my teacher telling me, like, wow, Jhont'e, like, how did you come up with that? Like, I just was so into understanding, being innovative and building and just seeing a vision as a young girl. And my family comes from a background of being entrepreneurs, the desire to, and not always living it out, but seeing that how their finances have kind of limited them in their purpose of being an entrepreneur. I decided in this season with God when he was walking me through, to just follow him and know that, you know what, I want you to help people with finances. You already have this in you. And anybody out there who's an entrepreneur, you'll definitely understand with your walk with God, like there's seasons before this where he's actually showed you your gifts and talents and how you can use them for your purpose as an entrepreneur. And what helped me this year was actually going on a date. I haven't been on a date in like 10 years, right? And so going on a date earlier this year and just dating and seeing, you know, what's important to me in a family dynamic. And one thing that I learned throughout this year, through 2020, with families, you know, like I said, being divorced or getting married or people popping up with kids, you know what I mean? Like, it is important that we stick together and that we help each other out. And one area I feel that as believers or Christians or people of the Bible, we struggle with is finances and the family dynamic. And, you know, to me, what's important is just the male aspect as a father with finances, a mother, you know, different things such as that. And so I want to be able to do that for my own life and for my own family, where divorce is not an option and finances will not be one where we're going to be struggling and talking about. We're not going to allow the enemy to distract us or, you know, our own insecurities or wounds or dealing with childhood trauma, how we spend our finances affect our dynamic unit. And so that really encouraged me, even with my the business name God gave me, Graceful Family Solutions, GPS, just to be able to help families navigate their way through their finances and fixing their credit score and just financial literacy. So that's why, you know, I wanted to start it. It's just the whole family dynamic and encouraging men, fathers, women, mothers, single, married, those who are dating and, you know, want to prepare now, just all different areas. So for everyone.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Whoa, you literally mentioned a lot of things that I'm about to ask you, but we're gonna dissect it. We're gonna dissect it reading. And I love the fact that you brought it out. And guys, hey, drop in the chat, or you know, like this video, like this live, or drop in the chat what you're learning about finances today, because today we are focusing on finances. I believe it's a crucial part of human life, and most people kind of disregard it. Most people kind of just put it in the bin, you know, throughout all your life. Because school doesn't teach you how to manage your finances properly. You know, we go to school to learn how to, you know, how to go find a job. And, you know, I believe that school prepares you for the exams paper, but life prepares you for the real test, okay, of life. And most of the time, many people often tend to fail that because of what? Because of not having the right guidance, etc. So, you know, I want you to tell me more, you know, Jhont'e, you know, why do you think that finance is such a pivotal and such an important part of human life? You know, why do you think that? You know, looking at the Bible, why do you think that those things are important? Did God tell us that we don't need money, or he mentioned certain things in the Bible? Because I believe one thing that over 80% of the Bible speaks about how stewardship, our finances, you know, how to sort ourselves out. So why do you think it's so important? And why must people really acknowledge and take it serious in the season we are in?
Yes, and so I do believe, like, you know, with the Bible, it talks about having authority and dominion over all things. And, you know, if you're a believer, you want to be able to have authority and dominion in all things. Proverbs 13:22 talks about a good man leaves an inheritance to his children. You know, an inheritance, and I did a live on this before, inheritance is not only just, you know, wealth and finances. It's also character, you know what I mean? And so I believe it's important for people to have good credit and fix their finances, because with financial institutions, it's like your integrity character score. You know, how well can you discipline yourself with your finances? You know, financial institutions look at it. People who date you, you want to be married, if you have to apply for a job, get a loan, you know, just a car loan. I even looked in the mail. I had a recent invite for a cheaper car insurance just based on my credit score being low. And I'm like, you know, these are the tools and the access and tools that, you know, you need to be able to navigate through life in this time, you know, going into the digital world and just, you know, expenses and bills and all these things now being added to your credit score and dealing with your finances in this season, discipline is everything. And it's important to, encourage people to do it now before the end of the year. Sorry, before the end of the year is over. Let me just encourage people. 2020 started crazy, right? But if you're a believer of God, he's in control of all things. He guides us. If it's his will, it's his bill. You know what I mean? And one thing I really, really want to stress is the importance of investing into yourself as an entrepreneur, investing to yourself as an individual. Who wants to have more access in life, and valuing yourself and fixing your finances and restoring your credit helps you have more confidence to do that. It gives you more leeway, more doors open for you, with business credit, regular credit. It's just an awesome thing to invest in now, so that for 2021, you are, more ready to take on your purpose. If I had not invested in my credit score and with my finances, then I wouldn't have had as many opportunities as I have now to move and be obedient with God. You know what I mean? And I experienced a lot of traumatic seasons before this that dealt with my credit score, as to why I'm so passionate about helping others see, hey, you have value. Okay, you are a valuable person. You have authority over your finances. You can do this. God is with you. No one's going to leave you. You need help. Many people try to do things on their own, but, not know that like having help just does so much. I know I'm not married yet, but I know just in this season, I'm valuing more partnership and just getting help and assistance and not having to do everything on my own. I have a dog and I'm trying to manage my dog. Imagine having children and doing those different things. So yes, I just believe that's important. Sorry if I went on a tangent. I'll start getting a little, not preachy, but just, encouraging others. I love to encourage and help people.
It's beautiful. I mean, that's what we're here for. I believe you're saying a lot of valuable point, and those who are watching, those who want to take it serious, will take it serious, because we in a season where a lot of people like to play the victim. The victim. Why me? Oh God, why am I failing in life? Especially a lot of adults. Why I do this calls is because I'm more concerned, above the adults, but a lot of the young people coming, do not get this type of conversation because of culture, because of the environment, because of the upbringing, and it kind of messes up as they grow. And we've been super blessed. Like I've been blessed in the last 8 years to be connected with like-minded people, because I chose to change my environment. I chose to think different. I asked myself one day, hey God, what makes a difference from a Bill Gates and Augustine? We eat the same food, we sleep on the same couch, on the same bed, we drink the same water. So the difference between Bill Gates and Augustine is the mindset, is acknowledging that you have something in you and you can do better. Or as you mentioned earlier on, not relying on your own understanding alone, because it's not about what you know. It's always about who you know. Because you can know a bag of information and lead you nowhere. But when you know other people, the right connection can lead you faster to places you've never been. So why do you think people play the victim? Why do you think that people act as though that God don't want them to win? But in reality, you mentioned about having dominion over things, speaking in your life, creating a space for your finance, etc. Do you think that God didn't give us the right to create our finance and put our finances into the right space? Or is human that put himself into that sort of mess?
That's a great question, and any answer that I give, I can only give my experience, and just help encourage people, and I love now in this day and age where the topic of mental health and childhood trauma comes up, so where people can actually see the missing link into why they may have roadblocks in their life. And, I can definitely understand having the victim mentality and becoming more victorious just in life, with just a lot of different traumatic experiences and being an overcomer that you wouldn't even know happened to me unless I share my story. And so it is important, I believe that there are things that happen to our life that we can't control, and then things that we can control and that we can take authority in. And it's our responsibility to make sure that we, moving forward, take healthy actions and making things better. For example, just to be transparent, so with my credit score, my goal earlier throughout the years 2016, 17, 18, I was like, all right, I'm on the path of my finances, paying off debt, and I'm going to go ahead and just get this going and get myself set up so that I can have security and safety. And in the meantime, while I was serving in ministry, while I was leading others, building teams, helping students with their scholarships, I was dealing with a lot of spiritual abuse in ministry, and it allowed me to kind of be discouraged and make decisions not in a healthy way. So I got into what I would call a relationship that I did not know the person who I was, getting to know actually was a person who was trying to sell me in human trafficking. And so I literally had to, through that, I dealt with depression. I dealt with suicidal thoughts that I had never dealt with before. I didn't think that I, as a person in ministry, would deal with that. But where I was at in that coast, it's very big and heavily populated. And so me just being a kind person, and me just wanting to help people, trying to see, how to encourage people just in different ways, getting to that relationship, and then having to run for my life. And only through prayer and God and support of family and friends was able to overcome that, because I decided after that situation, I was one decision away from my life being taken away from me. And I wasn't listening to God. I was being rebellious because of what I was dealing with. And so really the victim mentality is, knowing that, hey, this situation is not something I like, but it's your mindset and decisions of how you're going to deal with the situation, and seek God for help and seek God for guidance, because he never fails. He always wins. And a lot of times I don't think we're educated enough in church or with other believers, or we do, or maybe it's a reminder to know that a lot of our decisions, a lot of things that happened to us was our decision, doing what we want to do. And so because I took that route of being angry with God and just, wanting to do things my way, getting into that situation, not knowing what it was, and God giving me all the warning signs and not listening because I didn't have a full red stop sign, but God was showing me. It allowed my credit score and just my finances to plummet. I had to deal with being diagnosed with PTSD in 2018. I had my last year in college where I had to, God helped me every day spending time with him and friends and family, push myself for my senior year, graduating as an adult learner with a BA in Christian leadership and theology. In the same place, I almost lost my life because I had to move home, and then I had to graduate in Alabama. And I was so proud when God led me back to the place that tried to destroy me. And so it was my mindset. It was me taking accountability for my decisions. It was me forgiving those who had hurt me. It was me walking with God every day in my devotional life, asking him for guidance and for restoration. And one of the pillars for the company, the business, my business that God has given me and blessing me with, is the Bible verses is Joel 22, 25 through 26, how God will restore everything that the locust and the cankerworm has stolen from you. And so for those who are dealing with having a victim mentality and are dealing with, wanting to be more victorious, it's not that people, I don't think, something that some people don't realize is that people don't want to be a victim. They just have circumstances in life where they so happen to be a victim. It's the mindset that we want to encourage and help people to come out of. But if they don't understand childhood trauma, they don't understand the importance of, in the Bible, stay in a multitude of counselors and counseling. If they don't understand being around people who are like-minded in environment, dating and screening people and having God guide them, then they're less likely to be successful. They're less likely to be held responsible, having healthy boundaries. And so I just want to encourage people to know that I too had the victim mentality and didn't even know I had it until I was educated. And once I was educated, I was like, boom, that's one roadblock that, the devil or myself will not be held down from. I will actually overcome this, and I will actually, the Lord used me to help people. And so it's possible for everyone. You can be victorious in your life and overall purpose. And one way you can do that to start, that's a practical, simple step, is with your finances and investing in yourself, in your credit score, investing in yourself, in entrepreneurship or godpreneurship with your finances. And so I just love encouraging people to know you can do it. Like it's not something where you can't have it too, like
Right.
yourself, Augustine, or myself. You can have it as well.
Wow. And I believe that was powerful. That was amazing. Guys, drop in the chat. All right, if what you heard, she managed to share her story of a time where she was in a victim situation too. I mean, it's not that she wanted to play the victim role, but she ended up in that space, and you're watching this. Sometimes we can get into a situation where we don't want to be in, but the only way to take ourselves out of that is understand that, number one, God's got us, and no matter what, we have to go back to God. And number two, understand that we have to, take a different level or a different step in order to not go back to where we are actually coming from. And I believe you did really well, Jhont'e, on that one. Yeah, take it away.
Yes, I wanted to just encourage somebody how practical it is, because your walk with God is practical. And there's different things on my life that I teach about, just practical steps, how to have victory in Christ. This morning I woke up, right? And the same person that wanted to try to lure me into taking my life and not being honest and manipulative and just dealing with different emotional and spiritual abuse, one of those avenues, I actually haven't heard from that person. I blocked them. I changed my number, did all these things. I get an email this morning of the person trying to reach out. And the first thing I thought was, oh no, the devil is a lie. Like, Lord, no. I was like, God, why today? Out of all days I'm presenting. And God was like, I just want to let you know that even though this person is reaching out to you, to remind you how far you have come, and how I have helped you, and how I want to use you to help others. And so I was just like, you know what? Thank you, Jesus. Because sometimes we need reminders. Sometimes we forget where God has led us in the past to help him lead us in the future. Do you get what I'm saying? And so every step and walk in my life, being able to help people with finances back then, and building teams, and being a servant leader, and loving to tithe and give offerings, give first fruits, and just, understanding the difference between, wanting to be wealthy versus people wanting to be rich. I want to be wealthy in finances and family and spiritually and health, mental and physically. And so I just wanted to share that praise report, that even though that person tried to reach out, didn't respond, and it's in my old email, that it's crazy that it would have popped up today. And that how God's letting me know he's got me and he's leading me, and I have nothing to worry about. I have nothing to fear. Nothing bad is going to happen to me. This is God showing me, look what happened before the enemy tried to use to destroy you, that I'm using to set up, to bless others, to help them. So I just wanted to encourage people with that.
Wow, that's amazing. Hey, guys, I don't know about you, or whether you catch this as a replay. If you're loving it, we have Jhont'e's great. She got a bag of information. She got too much to share, and that's why I try to bring it on today's call. You gotta understand that it doesn't matter where you've been. It's all about where you're going, and when you have the right intention, when you do the right things, God is gonna bring people who try to hurt you to show you how far He's taking you away from that people. So that's inspiring. That's amazing. Guys, drop in the chat if you're sharing this around. Share this, like it, love it, whatever you're gonna do. But the goal here is to give you value. All right. And so Jhont'e, I want us to talk about something. Yeah. Upon everything that is going on in the world right now, many are frustrated right now. Many are in the most critical time that they've ever been in. All right, we see in America well over 60,000 plus people, 60,000 million people, whatever, lost their job overnight. Many people did not prepare before the storm. Even though they heard it, they heard people preaching it. Hey, make sure you have an investment. Hey, make sure your credit's okay. Make sure you have some savings. They didn't. because they allow life to take them on a road. What would you say if somebody right now want to fix their credit score? Because I believe that the credit's important. Finance is important because the Bible says money answers all things. Many people misinterpret the love of money is evil. That doesn't mean you don't have to sell your finances, because everything, and I mean everything on this planet, if you want your lights on, you need money. If you want a mobile contract, you need money. If you want a car, you need money. So which means finance is important, though. And we have to really take it serious. So what would you say to someone watching, or somebody going to watch later, looking to fix their credit, looking to build from scratch? It doesn't matter what they've gone through yesterday, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It doesn't matter. There's always a new beginning. We're heading in 2021. It's already started in my mind. Most people are waiting for the clock. But what would you say to someone, because you are a living example, you are a living testimony to building your credit score from scratch and taking yourself to where you are right now? I know you got a lot of places to go, being wealthy, etc. But what would be your advice?
My advice would be to stay encouraged, start now. I'm able to work with you and help you with your finances, even if you don't have the financial stability. We do a lot of what we call pre-trial applications with the business, where if you just do certain things that I tell you, it's able to pay for your services. Also, I'm here to help, those who are supporting me in this journey and just watching. I want to be able to give a discount for those, a family discount for those who are just with the journey, and they can DM myself or Augustine. If you're in the US and you're ready to start now, you will get a family discount when you sign up today. Or through this weekend. And then also, people, I'm also giving away a free dispute letter for those, basically a settlement letter or a late payment letter to help those. Because some people just need minor things, but there are people who do within the company that God's blessed me with, help you with credit restoration, a will and trust, credit building, because helping your credit score, your finances, just removing negative items alone does not only just help your credit score, but boosting it, different trade lines, there's scholarship programs within the company to help your children who are a senior or a freshman in college. You know what I mean? So within this company with me, whether you have the finances or not, I'm here to help you. I'm here for you as a financial credit coach within the organization. I know in New York, a lot of people are getting laid off. Some people need jobs and want more stream of income. You want to build residual income through credit restoration. You don't have to be, excuse me. And so they just get with me, and I'll be able to assist you and guide you and work with you and pray with you and help you know that you can do this. 2020 is going to end with a bang, because it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And if we look at the life of Jesus Christ, we know that when he came, the most important piece of his life was him dying on the cross, the close. Anytime you do anything, the close is what's important. Anyone in the Bible, there are people who follow God, started well, but it fell off, like Saul. But, we want to be like David, like Noah. We want to start and end strong. And so you're capable. You're more than ready. You just got to get over the fear and make the investment into yourself. And just know the journey will be positive. You'll be coached. You'll have someone with you. And I'm here to help, and I can always help you laugh and just enjoy life and share my experience. So, yes, I want to encourage you. If you don't have the finances, okay. I'm here to help you get the finances to help for your credit restoration with just different things that I have people do just by simply, putting up a post. And so, that's all I want to share as far as helping others. Stay encouraged, because God's got you. If it's his will, it's his bill. He'll provide.
Wow. I love it, guys. You heard it loud and clear. It doesn't matter whether your finances, it's A1 or tragic. All right. Grass. Or you can always go from tragic to magic, or you can always go from grass to grace. So it doesn't matter where it is. Everybody's gonna pass. Everybody's gonna issue. Jhont'e, I think the problem many people have these days, it's about action. In the Bible, he says, you have none because you ask not. You know, a
Right.
lot of people do not really ask. You know, even it says, knock and it shall be open. You know, seek you shall find. You know, ask and it shall be given. You know, if only many people were to ask, they like to ask from the wrong people. You know, many people like to take the wrong advice from the wrong people. I always say this: you can't take your car issue to a dentist. You know, a dentist is not a mechanic, right? A mechanic solves the car issue. A dentist solves the tooth issue. So you got to know where you take advice. And guys, I want to say that you've got the right person in Jhont'e's Grace. She's been helping a lot of people have, you know, way beyond success on your credit from wherever they are. So you can be the USA, all right, you're in Washington, D.C., whatever, Chicago. You're in the UK, maybe you want to understand more. Maybe they have some plan for you too. All right, and beyond. Guys, look, we are here to help you because it doesn't matter where you are. You need help. We all need help in different things. And I believe that we have the space right now in 2020 taught a lot of people a lot of lessons that you cannot wait on the government. You cannot wait on your pastor. You cannot wait on your church. You've got to take things in your own hands. And that's what she's actually delivering. So, you know, Jhont'e is great. What I want you to leave on this call today is how can people reach out to yourself? You know, if they want to reach out to you, what are the platforms they have to reach out to you on, and so that you can be able to help them take their stuff to the next level.
Yeah, so people can reach me on Facebook with Jhont'e Dodd. That's my Facebook name. Instagram, it's Jhont'e Grace. You'll be able to reach me there. And I'm so excited that my website is launching soon, working with my brand designer, Be of Good Comfort Designs with Abigail. She's amazing. Hopefully one day she'll be able to come up on here and tell the importance of why design and branding is important for you, and it shows a lot about your character, who you are. And so, yes, you can reach me on Instagram, Jhont'e Grace, Facebook, Jhont'e Dodd, and my website will be coming soon so that you are able to reach me there at Graceful Family Solutions. So thank you so much for this opportunity, Augustine. You're amazing. You're a phenomenal leader, God-led, spiritual, you know, great father, and just great person who gives people opportunity, because you don't have to do that. And your obedience to God and all that you do, I just pray that he'll continue to give you favor in your finances, favor in everything in life that God has for you. And I just thank you so much for being able to share my journey and my story and how I can help people with their finances and fixing credit and financial literacy, because that's the main part that credit restoration or credit repair companies don't educate you on. They want you to get it done, but they don't want to educate you on why or what's going on or what's happening. So with me, we walk you through all that. You know everything that's going on, the in and the out. You're in control and in authority of your own account. You know everything. You're educated so that you can help educate others. So yes, thank you.
Wow, beautiful. Look, I believe that you've actually given a lot of value on this call. You've given people, you know, what you went through to this point, where you are right now, and what you can do to help them get out of where they are. And you've made it very clear that sometimes it's all about following the voice that God wants to direct you to, you know, following what you've been called to do. And most importantly, you know, it doesn't matter what you want to do. You know, the driven purpose life that I'm reading right now, we all have great talent. We all have things that God wants us to do. But if your finances is messed up, you cannot go out there and fulfill the purpose that God wants you to do. So, guys, I hope this got you well. I hope this information reached out to you well. Hey, Jhont'e, I want to thank you for taking time out. I know you also have a busy schedule, but you came on here, you delivered, and I want to say, hey, God bless you. In everything you do is just the beginning, and God is going to take you to places that your eyes and ears, I've never even heard. And it's about to go to the next level. So thank you for hopping on here, and we appreciate you, and we'll speak backstage. God bless.
Yes, thank you.
Bye-bye for now. All right, so guys, you heard it from Jhont'e's Grace today. Hey, such an incredible individual, came all the way from USA to deliver. You know, fixing your finances in this season, it's super important. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter who you are. The most important thing that you take your finances serious, and you wanna learn more about finances. Hey, reach out to her. I'm gonna put the details below, and you can get in touch with her as well, so that you can learn. It's not about what you know, but it's always about who you know. Keep your mind open. All right, keep evolving and keep expanding your network, because God has a purpose for you guys. This Augustine Agyei, the goal is to arise, organize, and aspire. You can't do nothing without arising. You can't do nothing without organizing, and the world will never know your name if you do none of those first two. So guys, God bless you guys. I'll see you next time, and I hope you enjoy this. Make sure you share to your friend who knows a friend who knows a friend, so somebody can get a message that you've got today. God bless you. I'll see you on the other side of success. I'll see you on the other side of life. Guys, make sure you put in the chat where you're tuning from. Bye-bye for now. Hanging on his door,